What's good, YouTube? In today's video, I have the Warzone game for you guys, and as you can tell from the title and thumbnail, we're going through my fully updated settings for Warzone Caldera Season 2 Reloaded, which I actually haven't posted in a fully updated settings video since the beginning of Season 2, so it's been a little while, and I want to make sure you guys have the best, most updated settings for you guys on controller and everything graphics-wise, so you guys can hop into Rebirth and Caldera and play your best game and have your game looking the best it can. So definitely stay tuned for all that. Give them all a try. But real quick, if you guys are new here, hit the sub button, leave a like, leave a comment, hit that bell to be notified when I upload my daily videos. Like I said, go through, give them all a try while I'm showcasing them, and let me know if they help you. But without further ado, hop straight into the settings. Of course, tab number 1 is keyboard and mouse, which I personally have never used on Warzone. I don't use it. I only use controllers. So if you guys want some keyboard and mouse settings, I'm sadly not the person to do it. But hopping straight into graphics, I have my display mode on full screen, which is really self-explanatory. I run a dual PC setup, and full screen gives you the most benefits with performance and everything graphics wise. This is your monitor, this is your GPU, this is your GPU's refresh rate, which I play on a 240 hertz monitor. I play on a 1440p monitor, so my settings also say 1440, but these settings will still apply to anybody on any resolution or all that. Disabled dynamic resolution, which also disables this. Aspect ratio automatic. Disabled VSync. Custom frame rate, I think I just have it unlimited right now. I might cap it at 240. Actually, I cap it at 60 for the menus. You don't go too crazy with the temperature and everything, because my PC used to get really hot. I run 55 brightness, 2.2 sRGB, because I do play on a monitor, which I highly recommend to you guys. Even if you're playing the game casually, try to get yourself on a smaller monitor, because the bigger the TV, the bigger the delay. So if you guys can, try to hop onto a monitor. I have highlights disabled, and then I have the reflex low latency just enabled. I used to have enabled plus boost, but I actually swapped down to enable. My game feels a lot better. Hopping straight into quality, I have 120 FOV, which I've always ran for Warzone. I just feel like my movement and everything is super snappy, and I don't really lose that much aim assist, which is the main complaint from a lot of people, and I love playing on 120. Like I said, I feel really smooth on it. And one of the biggest settings that you guys can change here is affected. You need affected ADS field of view, especially if you're on controller, because this is actually what gets rid of your visual recoil, which I get a lot of comments. People think I have a Cronus, all that stuff, but really I just play 120 with affected. My guns look like they don't move at all. So definitely, if you guys can, if you're on PC, give that out a try. I have camera movement at least, which is 50%, because you don't want unnecessary things on your screen. It's really OD and stupid, so I highly recommend running least. Then I run low for my streaming quality and low for my texture resolution, which don't really affect how my game look. They just give me more performance benefits. And then for my anisotropic and particle quality, I both run high, because these are the two settings I find important to keeping my game looking good. So definitely toss those on high. And then I have disabled, because for most of my settings, I'm going to have either low or disabled, just like I keep saying for performance. But I have all those disabled. I have 1.0 filmic strength, 0 film grain. I have DLSS disabled, because this is the setting that they actually released midway through for Dan, saying it was going to boost our frames, help the game run. But I kept trying different settings with it. My game just kept looking really fuzzy, and my game just felt disgusting, so I run this disabled. I have anti-aliasing at SMAA 1x, and then I have disabled depth of field, motion blur, and weapon world motion blur, which is really self-explanatory, guys. You guys don't need motion blur. You know what I'm saying? We're just slightly 2 years deep with Warzone, and if you guys are still running motion blur, I have no idea what you're doing. I think the only people still running this is like the TikTok kids, but it's really not necessary whatsoever. And then, like I was saying, for all my settings, I usually run low or disabled just for performance. So hopping into shadow and lighting, I have low enabled, low disabled, really self-explanatory. You guys don't need over OD settings to make your game look great. My game still looks really good with all these settings, so go through, give all those a try. And hopping straight into interface, I have subtitles disabled. My colorblind type, I have deuteranopia. Like I always say every settings video, I have no idea if I'm saying that right, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. My colorblind target is both. I have tooltips disabled. This is a big one. I have my HUD bounds as 0, which I personally love. I used to play on a 24-inch monitor, and I've always ran 0. It kind of just takes your map, your gun, your ammo, your health, and zooms it in closer to the middle of the screen, so your eyes don't have to travel as far, which might sound really dramatic, but it's really helpful for me. It doesn't make the world's difference, but like I said, it's really helpful for me. So if you guys want to, you could try this out. I think it comes default on 100, so you guys could try 50, 30, 80, anything, and kind of see how you feel with it. Then I have square minimap, which of course literally gives you more minimap. I think the only people I still see on round minimap is literally hackers on fresh accounts. I'm telling you guys, square minimap is the move, and if you guys aren't doing it, I don't know what you're doing. I have minimap rotation enabled. I have show compass enabled. Let highlighters, all this stuff. This is all what you guys want to put on. Of course, text chat, more preference stuff. And then these boxes down here are what my 3 boxes top left, my frames, latency, everything, temperature. And it kind of just gives you information about your PC in game and how you're running. Of course, this is only a PC option, but it's really helpful if you guys haven't already. Go down here, click a few on if you want to. But hopping straight into audio, I personally run boost high because I have Astro A40s, and I've been told by a ton of different people that boost high is easily the best option for my Astros. So I definitely run boost high. My master volume is 55, music is 0, dialogue 50, and effects 75. I've also been told a lot that you want to bump down your master volume and boost up your effects volume because apparently that amplifies the smaller cues of footsteps and all that stuff. So definitely try that out for yourself. Cinematics 35, Juggernaut enabled, which is really not anything useful. Hit marker sound effects, I have MW. Mono audio is another huge audio setting that I talk about every time. Mono audio basically takes all your directional cues, all your directional audios, basically what tells you where people are, if they're left, if they're right, above you, below you, behind you, all that stuff, all those directional cues telling you where to look. This mono audio takes it all and puts it all into one channel. So you hear it just all in your headset. I highly recommend you have this disabled unless you have other reasons to have it enabled, but I run mine disabled because there's no reason to have it on. Of course, all this stuff right here is again more preference settings like text chat, voice chat, all that stuff, 4 tracks, blah blah blah. Now hopping into the very important controller settings. Of course, I run controller, not keyboard and mouse. I have the default button layout because I actually do play on a Scuff Impact controller, which does have 4 paddles on it. I typically only use 2 of them. I claw, play 4 paddles. I go back and forth. I'm kind of like a hybrid with it. But I play on a Scuff Impact, so I run default. I disable my invert vertical look. I have no idea why you would want that on. I have 10-10 for my left and right stick input dead zone, which is, this is what you used to run on Verdansk, but when they integrated Vanguard, they changed the dead zone settings for maximum and minimum. The minimum is what your dead zone used to be, so I run 0.10. I have a 9.9 sensitivity with a 0.8 custom sensitivity zoom, all the way from low zoom to 6x, because you guys know I love my 3 through 6x scope, so I run 0.8 all the way through 6x with a 9.9 sensitivity, which I find for myself to be great for mobility, movement, aiming. I'm really snappy and flicky, and I actually get a lot of comments like people sussing me, all this stuff, my aim looks great, blah blah blah. I'm not trying to gas myself up, but overall, if you guys find a sensitivity you're comfortable with, mainly for movement, and then tweak the ADS sensitivity for your aim, you're gonna be beaming, you're gonna be vibing, you're gonna be flowing through the map. Definitely go through these settings, cook them up, use mine as a basis if you need to, and then kind of tweak it for your own liking. But then I have my aim response curve type on dynamic. This is another very important setting. This is the best curve type by a miles. Back when I looked into it, basically standard is a build up from like A to B. Linear is no build up, it's just straight A to B, and then dynamic's kind of like a mixture in between. And it's really, really good. I'm telling you guys, ever since I switched to this, my aim and everything about the game on controller has felt 10 times better. I have controller vibration disabled, which isn't that big of a deal, but in my personal opinion, I used to always run vibration on every single Call of Duty. I don't know what it is about the MW engine. I play a lot better now with controller vibration off. That could just be like in my head or something, but if you guys are still playing enabled, I highly recommend at least trying disabled. I run standard aim assist because that is easily the best one. Scale aim assist with FOV I have disabled because as you guys saw to the picture to the right, this white box is your aim assist box, and this is disabled, this is enabled. Disabled basically gives you more aim assist. It gives you stickier aim assist, a bigger box, but if you're really good and snappy onto people, you can run enabled because you're going to be fine with it. I just personally think whatever you've been running, stick to it because it's really hard to switch from one to another. So I've always ran disabled, so I feel like I could run enabled, but I've been so deep on disabled for almost a year and a half that I just can't switch. I have ADS plus melee enabled, hold. Contextual tap, another big Warzone setting, of course, really self-explanatory. I think all of you guys have seen this setting. It lets you tap to loot, tap to interact, tap to reload, everything. It just makes you quicker on the map in every single situation, letting you flow through at the beginning of the game, looting dead bodies, all that stuff. It makes you really, really fast. So definitely toss on contextual tap. I have depleted ammo switch enabled, and then I play apply 1 with my armor plates, which I think is very not normal. I think a lot of people do apply all. I've always ran apply 1. I think it just gives me more situational control, I guess. I run tap to slide, which is another big one. I didn't always run this. At one point I had hold to slide, which I have no idea why, but ever since I switched to tap to slide and ATS or automatic tactical sprint, my movements boosted at least 75%. I'm telling you guys, I went from feeling really sluggish and slow on the map with not very consistent movement to feeling like Joe Son, you feel me? So definitely toss on tap and ATS if you guys can. I've disabled auto move forward and double tap for attack sprint, which doesn't matter because I run automatic attack sprint, and then enabled, disabled. Overall, those are all my settings for Warzone Season 2 Reloaded. I'm telling you guys, go through, give them all a try, use it as like a basis to build your own settings, and let me know if it helps you guys at all. Like I said, I got a nice little gameplay for you guys, so definitely stay tuned for that. But like I was saying, go through, give them all a try, let me know if they help you guys at all. All I have to do is hop straight into the gameplay.
There's people in the gondola. Oh god.
Another one right below you.
One shot.
One shot.
Wait, he's not dead?
Nah, there's one more.
Oh sh. Another one's up on the left. He's a bit of 60 on the line, I believe.
What's he doing?
He's down.
Oh, there definitely is. Never mind.
One less out there.
Oh,
teammate was sent to the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
What's up, Laser? I like that about you, buddy.
Teammate redeploying to the AO.
Good job.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Where's the one flying in?
Oh, I'm literally on the wrong loading.
What's this landing on me?
They got me in this. Closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
oh,
Mother die!
Good job.
Jesus Christ!
It's time, sir. Bring up.
He's gonna see you come. Let's get a sniper from your left.
Can this reload be any slower?
You've got gas moving in.
I'm not even trolling, Shelly. I need you to see the way I died to go to the gulag. No, like, I'm not kidding. Whoa! Okay, it was a different person. I thought that guy was the one that sniped me. I was about to lose my mind.